Hello to everyone, my name is Rasiha Yerel. Presentation title: Content Analysis of Scientific Studies published within the scope of Management Styles of School Principles. Introduction: the schools that constitute the most basic structure of society. It makes progress with the management of managers working in the field. Maintaining the order of the school's principles lead the institution and its employees. The school principal manages and advances the school with the management style used as a leader. While doing this, it has a management style that it adopts. Studies in this field are important studies as they contribute to education management. Purpose of the research: the aim of this study is to evaluate the articles about the management styles of school principals between 2011 and 2021. For this purpose, answers to the following questions are sought. The studies on the management styles of school principals. How is the distribution by years? What is the type of studies? What are the commonly used research methods? What are the frequently used data collection tools? What is the frequently used sample? What is the sample size often used? The importance of research. Maintaining the order of the school's principals lead the institution and its employees. The school principal manages and advances the school with the management style uses as a leader. In this respect, it is important to examine the work done in the field. In the study, it is aimed to determine the research tendencies of the articles published between 2011 and 2021 on management styles of school principals. Method, population and sample. The population of the study, the articles in the academic journals indexed in the Google Scholar database published between 2011 and 2021 and which are open to access were selected for analysis. Among the selection criteria of the articles written between 2011 and 2021 and containing the management style of school principals were discussed. As a result of the English search made in the database, 452 articles were found. However, since 452 articles made between 2011 and 2021 were seen too much for detailed analysis within the scope of the research, 50 of them were chosen randomly and the sample of the study was determined. Data collection tool. Each article examined within the scope of the research was subjected to content analysis using the article evaluation form created by the researcher in line with expert opinions. While creating this draft form, assistance was received from one lecturer who is an expert in the field of measurement and evaluation, one lecturer who is an expert in the field of curriculum and instruction, and one lecturer who is an expert in the field of Turkish language. After the consensus of the experts was obtained, the article classification form created by the researchers was used in the research. Data analysis. Content analysis, one of the qualitative research methods, was used to analyze the data obtained. The process of content analysis is to gather similar data within the framework of certain concepts and to interpret them in a way that the reader can understand. The content analysis of all articles according to each item in the form was made by the researchers independently, and these analyses were compared. These compared analysis results are expressed in terms of frequency and percentage values. Results. Table 1. The distribution of the studies conducted between 2011 and 2021 within the scope of the management styles of school principals by years is shown in Table 1. Percentage of research conducted in 2011, %6 in 2012, %8 in 2013, %10 in 2014, %8 in 2015, %8 in 2016, %10 in 2017, %12 in 2018, %12 in 2019, %14 in 2020, and %4 in 2021. Yes. Table 2 shows the types of studies conducted between 2011 and 2021 within the scope of the school principals management styles. Accordingly, it is seen that %90 of the studies are research examination type and %10 are theoretical studies. The methods frequently used in these studies conducted within the scope of management styles of school principals between 2011 and 2021 are shown in Table 3. It is seen that %62 of the studies prefer qualitative research methods, %14 mixed research methods, and %24 quantitative research methods. Table 4 shows the frequently used data collection tools in studies conducted between 2011 and 2021 within the scope of the school principals management styles. It is seen that %36.23 of the researchers used interviews, %17.39 observations, %18.84 documents, and %27.54 survey and scales as data collection tools. Examples frequently used in studies conducted between 2011 and 2021 within the scope of school principals management styles are shown in Table 5. Accordingly, %22.22 of preschool institutions, %34.72 of primary education institutions, %16.67 of secondary schools, and %26.39 of high school institutions were excluded as examples. Table 6, sample size frequently used in studies conducted within the scope of management styles of school principals. %32.65 of the studies between 1 and 20, %18.37 between 21 and 50, person 16.32 between 51 and 100, person 14.29 between 101 and 300, and person 18.37. It is seen that the sampling size is 301 and above. Conclusions. According to the findings obtained, it is observed that the studies conducted with the scope of management styles of school principals have an increasing trend towards recent years. According to the findings, it is seen that most of the studies conducted within the scope of management styles of school principals are research examination studies. It is seen in the studies that the qualitative method is used much more than the mixed method and the quantitative method. According to the findings, quantitative method, survey and Scala, and qualitative data collection tool, interview were widely used in studies conducted within the framework of school principals management styles. Based on these findings, the studies conducted within the scope of the management styles research of school principals are at a high level, especially in primary education institutions. In studies conducted according to the findings, it is understood that most of the sample size is in the range of 1 and 20. Thank you for listening.